Episode 74. So Martin gets up from the table and confronts Kenny, weird stalker waiter dude, and asks him what did he say, and he tells Martin he asked if he needed anything. And I guess Martin already thinks he's going crazy, so he's just embarrassed and lets it go. Next, Andre sees Naomi at Orphe Jeans, and he's asking Naomi if she spoke to Ashley about her date with Derrick. And Naomi is looking at him like, how is this your business? And that's exactly what I'm wondering too. And he's showing himself, so he needs to fall back and worry about Danny. Next, Derrick tells Ashley Naomi helped him pick her ring and goes to put the ring on her finger, and she says, wait. And again, like I said, neurotic ass Ashley, so dramatic. Next, Vanessa tells Joey he was so good at deceiving her and that he must be desperate to want to use her substantial firm, and that means she has the upper hand. At least she thinks she does. I don't know why. You can't trust Joey at all. And I don't know, she thinks maybe she can manipulate him by sex. I don't think so. Next, Martin tells Vernon he thought the waiter said, let me see what color is your money. And Vernon tells him maybe he needs to talk to one of the therapists Nicole suggested. And so Martin tells Vernon, what if the busboy is the man from that night? Does he know something? Because how the heck would he know that phrase if he didn't know anything? Next, Andre tells Naomi he told Ashley she had nothing to worry about. So Naomi says she's surprised that Ashley told him, and that's what I'm saying. So Naomi says that they're trying to keep Ashley and Derrick together. So I guess that's Naomi's roundabout way of letting Andre know that if you're trying to break them up or trying to interfere, you're not getting no help from over here, because me and Jacob is trying to keep them together. So Andre plays it off like, yeah, but no, he's showing himself. And I'm curious, how is he badgering Danny about going public, but he's all up in Ashley's business? How does that work? So Andre says Ashley told him Derrick might be breaking up with her, and Naomi tells him from what she knows, that is so far from the truth, because unlike Andre, Naomi knows that Derrick's going to propose. So Andre says, really? And I'm just like, walk away, Andre. Just walk away. So Naomi tells him that Derrick is proposing to Ashley. And then Andre gives this fake, oh, that's great. No, you don't think it's great. You don't think it's great at all. Next, Ashley keeps harping on she thought Derrick was breaking up with her. And she's really getting on my damn nerves. Accept the ring or don't, but stop stringing the man along. So Ashley tells him she can't accept his ring. And just like I thought, the damn drama queen, she had to be dramatic. This is just her. This girl is neurotic as hell. Next, Vanessa tells Joey he needs someone who has solid ties to the community. And she tells him her firm is ideal for laundering his money. So wait 1 minute. How she went from when Joey initially told her he wanted to use her firm to launder money, and then that would clear Doug of his debt. She said that, oh, I would be committing a crime, and oh, I could never do that. Now you want to be mob queen. Interesting. So Vanessa tells him he can ask for the moon and get it. Wow. I guess he was that damn good. Next, Vernon tells Martin that the man from the night in question was paid off and sent out of the country. And he says that he keeps tabs on the man to make sure that he's not back in the country. So obviously he don't. And I'm wondering, does Vernon gotta know more? And does the waiter dude look familiar? I mean, he's walked past Vernon before and he didn't look like he recognized him. And I got so many questions. They need to give us more. We're not getting enough information. We need more. Next, Ashley tells Derrick a voice in her head is telling her the time is not right to accept his proposal. I'm about to pull my hair out. I can't with her. I don't even know why I'm talking about her stuff. I should have just deleted it from the highlight. I cannot take her. She said she had the same voice that told her they weren't ready to live together, and he ended up getting hurt. So Derrick tells her a voice is telling him he got played. And she can't blame him for thinking that, especially with Andre always hanging around. And then she's constantly telling Andre all of their business. And here it is, the man is proposing. He didn't set up here and arrange this beautiful night. Well, arrange this dinner and this proposal, and then she's sitting over here acting like a neurotic person who don't know what the hell she wants. Next, Smitty interviews Detective Malone, and he tells him that they have a mutual acquaintance, Jacob, and Detective Malone tells Smitty he knows he's a Dupree grandson-in-law and that he's married to the congressman. And he knows all about the congressman. So now I'm wondering, does Detective Malone know about the night in question? And is he keeping it a secret? And that's what he's like roundabout trying to say to Smitty when he says he knows all about the congressman? Damn, it is just so many questions about this night. Next, Joey tells Vanessa that she's responsible for Doug's death, and Joey tells her he cares more about her than Doug. Well, I don't know if he cared, but yeah, he can get more out of her physically and monetarily than Doug. So Vanessa tells Joey he didn't need to drive Doug in debt in order to use her firm, and that the joke is on him. And she tells him all he had to do was ask. And I don't know. Maybe she just playing the game with him. I don't know. Who knows with this chick? I just don't know. Next, Ashley asks Derrick, why do they have to get married now? And Derrick tells her he doesn't want to waste his time. And I think she doesn't know what she wants. Think she's confused about Andre, and she's interested, but she doesn't want to hurt Derrick either. So she's messed up. Basically she's messed up a beautiful night. Well, what could have been a beautiful night. But at this point, I'm just tired of talking about her. Next, Smitty shows Detective Malone a picture of him by his boat when he won third place in a boating competition. And Smitty goes on to tell him that, isn't that Joey Armstrong in the background? And Detective Malone looks surprised and says he has no idea. And basically, Detective Malone, you've got busted. He should know from there that Smitty knows you're on Joey's payroll. Next, Vanessa says that Joey's offer to use her firm doesn't benefit her, and she has no interest in being his mark. And so she tells him if the terms are favorable enough, she could be enticed into a partnership. And she says that he would have to forgive Doug's bogus debt up front, and that she wants 18%. And then Joey lets her know that he thinks she's out of her mind because he ain't gonna do it. But yeah, I don't know. These two love playing games with each other, so who knows. Next, I bet Andre is happier than a fat kid with a 2-layer cake. He sees Ashley at Uptown crying, and he brought her some Orphe jeans. I don't know what the hell was in the bag because she was already at a restaurant. So anyway, this is why she can't commit to Derrick, because Andre is taking up a lot of space in that head. Next, Vanessa threatens to contact law enforcement and the media about Joey's shady dealings, and she tells him you never know where an investigation might lead to, and that he's probably using the casino to launder money like he wants to do with her firm. And she says that the casino is probably already under suspicion. I mean, of course it should be, given that everybody knows that Joey is the local mobster and that he has shady dealings. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So he tells her she doesn't want to make an enemy out of him. And she goes on to say that, of course she doesn't. She just really likes him. And so he tells her that maybe there's something that she could offer. And again, these two are irritating. Next, Smitty tells Detective Malone he was distracted by his very large boat. And that is a large boat in that picture, especially for somebody on a detective salary. I mean, law enforcement don't make a lot of money, so. And I mean, that big boat that's in that picture, that boat costs some money. It's definitely not a cheap boat. So Smitty apologizes for insinuating any kind of involvement with Joey. But Smitty goes on to bring up a case where one of Joey's men got off on a charge. Smitty goes on to tell Detective Malone it's funny how he and Joey keep crossing each other's path. Next, Ashley tells Andre Derrick proposed, but it was more like an ultimatum. And she tells him that Derrick was hurt and angry. Of course he was. And oh God, why am I still talking about her? Why? I can't. Next, Joey tells Vanessa they have a deal and they get busy on that nasty poker table. And I tell you, Joey needs to replace that table. These two keep bumping and grinding all over this table like they don't have nowhere else to go. Don't he have like an office or something with a couch? Damn. Next, Detective Malone tells Smitty he's ending the interview. And Smitty tells him he has more time. And Detective Malone says he felt like it was an interrogation and not an interview. And he tells Smitty about people living in glass houses. And then Smitty asks him, so what does that mean? And Detective Malone tells him he's a reporter. Figure it out. And again, I think Detective Malone knows about Martin and that night in question. Because why would he tell Smitty to figure it out? Next, Martin corners the weird waiter dude, Kenny, and pushes him up against the wall and asks, who is he? And that ends the episode.